Imagine for a moment a glass of water sitting quietly on a table. To the ordinary eye, it looks simple, clear, still, unremarkable. But to the awakened eye, to the eye that knows the secrets of divine law, that glass of water is not just water. It is substance. It is life. It is spirit taking form in liquid shape. Every drop within it holds memory. Every drop carries vibration. And every vibration obeys a command. You see, the ancients understood something that modern science has only just begun to rediscover. Water listens. Water remembers. Water reflects. Say words of blessing to it, and it blossoms with crystalline perfection. Say words of anger, fear, or lack, and it fractures, distorts, loses its beauty. The truth is this: your words are not just sounds. They are seeds. They are commands. And when spoken over water, those commands are carried, magnified, and then poured back into your life through every cell of your being. Pause. Here. Think of it this way. Your body itself is made mostly of water. Your cells are swimming in it. Your bloodstream is guided by it. The rivers within you are listening. So when you speak over water with authority, with faith, with alignment, you are not just blessing a glass. You are instructing the entire temple of your body. You are instructing your financial atmosphere. This is why the teaching is so powerful. Command water, and you command the invisible. Command water, and you command substance. Command water, and you command wealth. Now, let us begin to open the gate. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself holding a clear glass of water. Imagine the surface glowing with a gentle light, as if it is aware of your touch, aware of your breath. Now whisper softly. Divine substance flows through this water. It carries the law of multiplication. As I drink, I command wealth to multiply in my life. Say it again, slowly. Feel each word ripple across the water. Watch, in your mind's eye, as the vibration begins to dance upon its surface. Because here is the mystery. The water is alive. It hears. It obeys. And as you drink, you are programming your inner waters with the command of prosperity. Some will laugh at this. Some will call it foolish. And yet, those same people never question why they bless food before they eat it. Why holy water has been used in temples for thousands of years. Why rituals of purification always involve water. Water is the carrier, the vessel, the obedient servant of command. Now imagine this. Every time you drink water, you can shift your financial destiny. Every sip can become a ritual of increase. Every glass can become a holy vessel that carries the law of multiplication into your life. This is why I tell you, do not just drink thoughtlessly. Drink with intention. Speak with authority. Command, and it will multiply. Pause again. Because if you are listening to this right now, it means money has been calling you. It means prosperity is knocking at your door, and water is the key placed into your hand. The truth is, wealth has always been flowing toward you. But perhaps doubt delayed it. Perhaps fear blocked it. Perhaps silence starved it. But today, something shifts. Today, you awaken to the power you carry. You will no longer drink casually. You will no longer speak loosely. Every word will become a command. Every sip will become a seed. And you will watch, as if by divine law, money begins to obey. Say this with me now, aloud if you can, silently if you must. Water, you are life. You are divine substance. You carry my command. Multiply my money. Multiply my wealth. Multiply my good. And so it is. Let me tell you a secret. When you start living this way, life feels different. You begin to sense the invisible currents around you bending, aligning, obeying. Doors open without struggle. Unexpected money arrives without warning. A phone call, a check, a deposit. What others call coincidence, you will know as command. And as you hear these words, let them imprint deep within. You are not begging. You are not hoping. You are commanding. Water is the mirror of heaven, and heaven always obeys divine law. If this is already stirring something inside of you, then pause and honor that, because it means the law is alive in you. And before we go further, I want you to do something powerful. If you are receiving this message, type in the comments below, I command wealth to multiply through water. Let the world see your declaration. Let heaven witness your faith. And if these words are resonating with you, take a moment to subscribe, because every message here is designed to awaken what has always been yours: divine, abundant, multiplying wealth. Now, breathe deeply. Hold the glass of water in your imagination one more time, and prepare yourself, because in the next moment, we will step deeper into the mystery of how water obeys the voice of command. Think again of that glass of water before you, still, silent, transparent, yet holding within it the power to transform your entire financial world. What you command, it carries. What you imprint, it magnifies. What you release, it reflects. Now listen carefully, because this is where many people misunderstand. They think of water as nothing more than hydration for the body. They forget that water is also hydration for the soul. The soul craves instruction. The spirit craves direction. And when you give that direction through the sacred element of water, you bypass the noise of the conscious mind and move straight into the subconscious, straight into the memory banks of your being, straight into the infinite. This is why words spoken over water return multiplied. This is why ancient temples used bowls of water at their entrances, not as decoration, but as living witnesses of prayer. This is why the very first chapters of Genesis begin with spirit moving over the waters, because the waters of life are the first receivers. So now, let us go deeper. I want you to understand the rhythm of command. When you speak into water, do not rush. Do not babble. Do not treat it lightly. Pause. Place your whole faith behind the word. Let it settle. Let it sink. Think of a seed planted in soil. It is not the shouting that makes it grow, but the quiet, steady faith that the soil is working. Water is that soil. Your words are those seeds. Say this slowly, and feel it echo inside of you. I command this water to carry abundance. As I drink, lack leaves me. As I drink, wealth multiplies within me. Do you feel it? Do you sense the stillness of power rising? That is no imagination. That is law. That is the shift that occurs when divine command meets divine substance. And here is the secret. When you drink water that has been commanded, you are not just quenching thirst. You are programming reality. You are instructing cells. You are saturating your inner rivers with wealth consciousness. You will begin to notice subtle changes. Perhaps the heaviness of financial fear begins to lift. Perhaps your conversations shift and people speak to you of opportunities. Perhaps unexpected ideas come, ideas that carry money's fingerprint. Do not dismiss these. They are answers in disguise. Because money does not always appear first as a check in the mail. Sometimes it comes as a thought. Sometimes as a nudge. Sometimes as a connection you didn't expect. But always it comes by law. Now let us explore something even deeper. The connection between water and memory. Scientists have discovered that water molecules can hold structural memory, meaning they retain a vibrational imprint long after contact. Imagine the implications of this. Imagine every word, every intention, every blessing you place upon water, being carried not only into your body, but into the very atmosphere around you. This is why when you command water, you are not just blessing yourself. You are sending out ripples into your home, your finances, your relationships. It multiplies outward. The ancients understood this. That is why water rituals were never private. They were collective, ceremonial. A priest would bless water, not only for one, but for the entire tribe, because the vibration spreads. And so I tell you today, when you command your glass of water, you are not just shifting your own life. You are shifting the frequency of your household, your bank account, your business, your destiny. Say this with me now. This water carries the wealth vibration. This water is my messenger. As I drink, it multiplies money in my world. Let it echo. Let it settle. Now, I want to speak directly to the resistance that might rise inside of you. The thought that says, can it really be this simple? Yes, it is this simple. The mind wants complication. The ego wants struggle. But spirit works by divine simplicity. The command is not about volume. It is not about force. It is about alignment. It is about authority. And when you align your word with divine law, even the smallest whisper carries infinite weight. This is why wealth has seemed distant for so many. It is not that money was far away. It is that the command was never given. Or worse, the wrong command was spoken again and again. I can't afford this. Money never stays with me. There's never enough. These are also commands. These are also imprints. And water has faithfully carried them. But today, here now, you break that cycle. Today, you erase those old commands with a new one. Today, you align your waters with multiplication, not depletion. You see, the law is neutral. It does not choose sides. It simply obeys. It does not ask if you meant it. It carries what you give it. So let us give it only truth, only abundance, only commands of increase. Say it now. I erase every command of lack. I release every imprint of poverty. This water carries only wealth. This water carries only multiplication. And so it is. Take a deep breath. Imagine drinking that glass again, and with each sip, the old leaving, the new entering, until you are saturated with increase. This is how the wealth atmosphere begins to shift. This is how miracles begin to appear in your financial life. But I must tell you, this practice is not a one-time ritual. It is a rhythm. It is a daily dance. Every morning, bless your water. Every night, command your water. Every sip becomes a ritual of wealth. And here's what will happen. Over time, money will begin to obey you as naturally as water does. You will speak of increase, and it will show up. You will command multiplication, and doors will open. Because water trains your mind to speak with authority. Water trains your spirit to align with wealth. And water trains your finances to obey divine law. Now, if you are still listening right now, I know you are one of the few chosen to awaken to this truth. And I want to ask you to anchor this message into reality by doing one thing. Type in the comments below, 10. I command my waters to multiply my money. Let it be your public declaration. Let others see your faith. And if this teaching is resonating, don't miss what comes next. Subscribe now, because each message builds upon the last, carrying you deeper into the rhythm of divine wealth. In the next moment, we will go even further. We will explore how to turn your entire home into a temple of commanded water, a place where wealth multiplies effortlessly. Prepare yourself. The waters are listening. Imagine stepping into your home and realizing every glass of water, every jug, every drop flowing through the pipes has become an ally in your wealth journey. Most people live unaware that their home is already a temple. But a temple without ritual is just a building. A temple without intention is only walls. What if your home could breathe wealth into your life every single day? What if the atmosphere itself trained your mind to expect multiplication, not subtraction? It begins with water. Because water is not confined to the kitchen sink. It flows through every room, hidden in pipes, moving silently under the floorboards, waiting for instruction. It is already there, already surrounding you, already filling the atmosphere with its subtle presence. All it lacks is your command. So let's begin with a simple ritual. Take one glass of water and place it in the room where you spend the most time. Perhaps the living room, perhaps your office, perhaps the space where you pray. Look at it, not casually, but reverently, because you are not staring at glass and liquid. You are staring at a messenger. You are gazing upon your most loyal servant. Speak into it. Say, you carry my wealth. You multiply my increase. You make my home a temple of prosperity. Then leave it there. Let it stand silently, like a priest keeping vigil. That glass of water becomes a beacon, radiating wealth consciousness into the room. And if someone walks in, they may see only a cup, but the spiritual atmosphere recognizes something else. It recognizes command. It recognizes imprint. It recognizes law. Now imagine doing this in every room of your home. Imagine walking through a hallway knowing each corner is guarded by water-carrying wealth vibration. Imagine sleeping in a room where the night air hums with abundance because a simple glass of commanded water radiates its frequency. Do you see? This is how you transform a house into a temple. But let me take you deeper. The ancients knew that water was not just for drinking, it was for anointing. They would sprinkle water at doorways to welcome blessing. They would wash their hands before sacred acts to cleanse energy. They would pour libations onto the ground to seal a covenant with spirit. You can do the same in your finances. Before you open your bank app, touch a commanded glass of water. Before you make a transaction, dip your fingers into blessed water and whisper, "I transact only in multiplication. This money moves only under grace and perfect law." Do you see how powerful this is? You are no longer a passive spender. You become a commander. Every act becomes holy. Every purchase becomes infused with divine alignment. Now let me tell you something most people don't realize. Your subconscious mind never argues with ritual. You may try to repeat affirmations to yourself, and a part of your mind whispers, "But is that true? But do you really believe it?" Doubt slips in, logic interferes. But when you engage the body, when you speak into water, when you drink it, when you anoint with it, the subconscious does not resist. It accepts. It absorbs. It carries the imprint as fact. That is why this practice is so effective. It bypasses the inner critic. It bypasses the years of financial trauma. It bypasses the voices that told you money was hard, scarce, impossible. Water carries no opinion. It carries only command. And so, when you saturate your home with commanded water, your subconscious begins to live in a new atmosphere. Lack cannot breathe there. Scarcity cannot survive there. You wake up and your first breath feels different. It feels abundant. You step into your living room and the air feels thick with increase. You walk into your office and inspiration strikes quickly, effortlessly. This is not fantasy, it is law. And you will begin to see changes. Bills paid on time with unexpected resources. Debts reduced without effort. Opportunities flowing with ease. Not because you worked harder, but because you worked with command. Now, pause, reflect. Imagine what could happen if thousands of people did this together. Is every person listening right now placed one glass of commanded water in their home? The atmosphere of wealth would ripple across families, across cities, across nations. Scarcity would lose its grip, and you, right now, are part of that shift. So let me ask you to do something bold. Write in the comments below, "I turn my home into a temple of multiplying water." Declare it publicly. Anchor it. Make your home a lighthouse of prosperity. And if you haven't already, subscribe now. Because every message we share is another layer of this temple, another command that strengthens the wealth vibration around you. Now, let us add another layer. There is a hidden mystery about water that few talk about. It is not just about receiving commands. It is about echoing them. When you bless one glass, it radiates. When you pour it into a jug, it carries the command into every drop. When you cook with it, your food becomes infused with prosperity vibration. When you bathe with it, your very skin absorbs the wealth atmosphere. This is why commanded water multiplies. It does not remain in isolation. It spreads. And the more it spreads, the stronger the echo becomes. Until one day, you notice the entire environment of your life has shifted. And here is the divine surprise. Money begins to behave like water. Just as water flows where it is directed, money begins to flow where you command it. Just as water obeys gravity, money begins to obey the law of your authority. Just as water fills every container, money begins to fill every space of your life. Do you see now why this practice cannot fail? It is not based on superstition. It is based on universal law. Now breathe deeply. Imagine yourself standing in your home, with every room humming with commanded water. Imagine the quiet confidence of knowing lack cannot enter. Imagine the peace of resting in the law of multiplication. This is not wishful thinking. This is your reality, beginning now. And in the next moment, we will take this even further. We will go beyond your home and discover how to use commanded water to attract money directly into your business, your career, your daily transactions. Because water does not stop at your front door. It flows into the world, and when you command it, so does your wealth. Water does not stop at your home. It is not bound by walls. It moves outward. It flows through rivers, streams, oceans. It cycles in clouds, in rain, in mist. And here is the mystery. When you command water, you are not only influencing a glass on your table, you are sending a ripple into the greater body of water that touches every life on Earth. Think about this. The same water molecules flowing through your veins have once been part of rivers in Egypt, storms in the Pacific, rainfall in the Amazon. Water remembers. Water travels. Water connects. That means when you command water, you are linking into a global network. Now pause. What happens if you direct that network toward your business, your career, your finances? You create currents. You create flow. You create divine circulation. So let's go deeper. If you are an entrepreneur, take a glass of commanded water and place it near your workspace. Every morning, whisper into it the words, "You draw clients. You multiply sales. You expand my influence. You make my business a river of gold." Do this before opening your laptop. Do this before sending an email. Do this before a meeting. You will feel the shift. Conversations open with ease. Opportunities appear unexpectedly. People you haven't heard from in years reach out, and they think it's coincidence. They think it's luck. But you know the truth. It's commanded flow. If you are employed, if you receive a salary, do the same. Place commanded water near your workspace or carry it discreetly in a bottle. Whisper into it. You expand my role. You raise my value. You multiply my income. You make me irresistible to favor. Drink it. Let the command enter your bloodstream. Let it circulate through your body. And then watch how supervisors begin to notice you, how promotions begin to align, how money begins to increase. Do you see? This is not separate from faith, not separate from action. This is the bridge. This is the missing link between belief and result. Because many people believe, but their belief is passive. Many people pray, but their prayer is begging. Many people hope, but their hope is weak. You are not hoping. You are not begging. You are commanding. And water carries that command outward, into conversations, into meetings, into systems, into divine timing. Now let me reveal a deeper truth. Every financial system in the world is already infused with water. The ink on money is printed with water-based solutions. The paper itself is made with water. The servers that run the banks are cooled with water. The electricity flowing through ATMs is powered by water turbines. Do you see? Water is not absent from money. It is hidden in plain sight. So when you command water, you are already commanding money. You are already instructing the hidden thread that ties finance together. And this is why results come so quickly. But I must warn you, do not use this carelessly. Do not attempt to command water with greed or envy or fear. Water magnifies what is spoken. If you speak lack, it magnifies lack. If you speak fear, it magnifies fear. Always command with grace. Always command with alignment. Always command with the law of increase for all. Now pause with me. Imagine holding a glass of water and whispering into it, I release lack. I command increase. I multiply under grace in perfect ways. Say it aloud. Whisper it now. Feel the vibration of the words moving through your voice, into the water, into your body, into your finances. This is not imagination. It is creation. Now let's take it further. You can command water not just for yourself, but for others. For a loved one struggling with finances, bless a glass of water for them. For a friend seeking opportunity, whisper their name into water and command doors to open. Because when you command water, you are not limited by distance. They may be miles away, but the same water molecules flow through their atmosphere too. And this is the beauty. You do not need to interfere with their will. You do not need to force. You simply bless. And water carries the vibration. Now I want to ask you something important. Have you ever felt that your money moves too slowly? That increase takes too long? That abundance feels delayed? Water teaches us that flow is natural. It does not need to be forced, but it does need to be directed. When you command water, you are not begging for speed. You are giving money its channel. You are creating the riverbed, the path, the flow. And once the path is carved, money rushes in. And this is why commanded water brings overnight shifts. It is not about creating wealth from nothing. It is about opening the channel that has always been there. So right now, declare it in the comments. I carve the channel. I command the flow. My money multiplies under grace. Anchor it. Let it be seen. Let it be witnessed by others. Because when you declare, you strengthen the vibration. And if you're not subscribed yet, pause and do it now. Join this temple of wealth, where every message multiplies your atmosphere. Because we are not simply viewers. We are a congregation of commanders. Now breathe deeply. Imagine every dollar you touch from this moment carrying the flow of commanded water. Imagine your wallet as a stream. Imagine your bank account as a river. Imagine your investments as oceans. And hear this: where there is water, there is multiplication. Where there is command, there is increase. Where there is faith, there is flow. In the next step, I will show you how commanded water can heal not only your finances, but your emotions, your body, your generational patterns. Because wealth is not just about money, it is about wholeness. And water is the key to every level. Let us now step into the deeper chamber, because commanded water is not only about multiplying your money. It is about healing the root that blocked it. Money is never truly the problem. The problem is always the pattern, the wound, the hidden belief. And here is where water reveals its sacred power. Water does not resist. It accepts. It embraces. It flows into every crack, every hidden place, every corner of your being. It holds the imprint of your commands, yes. But it also dissolves what has been buried. This is why ancient healers used water as medicine, not just for the body, but for the spirit. So ask yourself, what financial wound has lingered in you? Was it the time you asked for help and were rejected? Was it the voice that told you money doesn't grow on trees? Was it the memory of working hard but receiving little? These wounds remain inside, like sediment at the bottom of a river, and they slow the flow. But commanded water washes it clean. Here's how. Take a glass of water, hold it with both hands, close your eyes, and whisper into it. Not an affirmation this time, but a release. Say softly, I release the shame. I release the fear. I release the wound that chained my wealth. Then drink it slowly. Let every swallow be a cleansing. Let the water move through your body, dissolving the memory, carrying it out, returning you to flow. You may feel emotion rise. You may cry. You may sigh deeply. That is water unlocking what was stuck. And once it clears, the flow of money becomes natural again. Pause with me here. Imagine generations before you, your parents, your grandparents, your ancestors. Imagine the financial struggles they carried, the debts, the sacrifices, the scarcity. Much of that was passed down, not just through words, but through energy, through vibration, through belief. And here is the mystery. Commanded water does not just cleanse you. It cleanses your line. It travels backward, dissolving inherited blockages. It travels forward, blessing those who come after you. This is why when you command water, you are not only shifting your finances, you are rewriting your family's story. Think about this. What if you are the first in your bloodline to multiply money by command rather than by struggle? What if you are the one chosen to break the chain of scarcity? Water makes this possible. So whisper now. The chain breaks with me. The flow begins with me. Abundance multiplies through me. Drink to seal it. Do you feel how sacred this is? You are not simply playing with a ritual. You are aligning with the design of creation itself. Because money, like water, was always meant to flow. It was never meant to stagnate, never meant to be hoarded, never meant to be feared. It was meant to move, to circulate, to nourish. And when you command water, you return money to its divine pattern. Now listen closely. There is a deeper reason this works. Scientists have discovered that water responds to sound, to frequency, to vibration. Words spoken over water change its molecular structure. They form patterns, beautiful when the words are loving, distorted when the words are fearful. So when you whisper wealth into water, you are literally shaping the molecules you will drink. And those molecules shape your blood, your cells, your energy. It is science. It is spirit. It is law. This is why you cannot just think about wealth. You must speak it. This is why silence keeps you bound, because unspoken wealth carries no vibration. But commanded water vibrates wealth into your very body. Now let's take this further. Imagine keeping a bowl of commanded water near your bed as you sleep. Whisper into it before you close your eyes. As I rest, wealth multiplies. As I sleep, opportunities move. As I dream, money obeys. Leave it there overnight. Drink it in the morning. You will begin to notice your dreams shift. You wake with new ideas, with sudden clarity, with unexpected peace. You check your messages and see good news. You notice unexpected deposits, surprising opportunities, divine alignments. This is not magic, it is alignment. Now, let me ask you something. Have you subscribed yet? If not, pause and do it now. Because what we are unlocking here is not found in textbooks, not taught in schools, not given by the world. These are the divine laws, revealed step by step, that will carry you into the flow of unstoppable wealth. Subscribe, comment, declare your alignment, and let the vibration multiply. Because you were never meant to walk this alone. Together, our voices, our commands, create a greater river. And you are part of it now. Breathe deeply, drink your water, and prepare. Because in the next step, we are going to uncover how commanded water not only multiplies your money, but magnetizes divine timing, placing you in the right place, at the right moment, with the right opportunity. Because wealth is not just about having, it is about arriving at the appointed time, and commanded water carries you there. Now we step into a revelation most people miss. Commanded water not only multiplies money, it synchronizes your life with divine timing. You may have noticed this. Sometimes you work hard, you plan, you push, but things don't click. Doors stay closed. The opportunity feels one step ahead of you, always out of reach. And then, other times, you do very little, yet everything lines up. You meet the right person at the right time. The check arrives exactly when you need it. The call comes just as you finish preparing. This is the mystery of divine timing. Money, success, opportunities. They do not just flow through effort. They flow through appointed alignment. And water carries you into that alignment. Let me show you how. Take a glass of water. Hold it. Whisper into it these words. Time bows to me. I arrive at the perfect moment. I am always at the right place, in the right time, with the right people. Now drink. What you have just done is not ordinary. You have imprinted your body, your cells, your energy with the vibration of perfect timing. And once this imprint is carried in you, life begins to respond differently. You'll notice. You stop missing opportunities. You stop arriving too late or too early. Instead, you walk into the exact moment doors open. This is not chance. It is commanded timing. Do you feel the power of that? Now imagine multiplying your money, not through struggle, but through being placed at the exact point where it multiplies naturally. That is what commanded water does. Pause here and let's reflect. Every wealthy person you admire, every story of sudden riches, every tale of breakthrough, it was never just about effort. It was about timing. And you can command timing. Now listen to this ancient secret. In Hebrew texts, water was called mayim. In mystic interpretation, mayim was believed to carry the reflection of heaven into the earth. When people spoke over water, they believed they were imprinting divine order into their reality. And here we are, thousands of years later, doing the same. Because nothing has changed. The law still works. The substance still obeys. So tonight, before you sleep, command your water. I wake tomorrow at the exact moment money finds me. My steps are aligned with increase. My path is rich with divine appointments. Drink it. Rest. Watch how quickly things shift. You may wake to a message that feels timed perfectly. You may hear from someone you haven't spoken to in years, offering a new path. You may suddenly feel led to take a small action that unlocks great reward. This is alignment. This is the slow. And this is your inheritance. Now, if you're listening and feeling that quickening in your spirit, the knowing that this message is for you, I want you to comment right now. I drink wealth into my life. Because your declaration is not just for you. It amplifies this flow for everyone connected here. And every comment, every word, builds this river stronger. So pause, comment, declare. Now, let's look deeper. Water does not only obey, it connects. When you drink commanded water, you are not only aligning yourself, you are sending ripples into the quantum field. This is why strange coincidences start to appear. Why money shows up from unexpected sources. Why people call you at the exact time you think of them. Because your vibration, carried by water, is communicating with the unseen network of divine order. This is why we say, nothing is lost, nothing is delayed. The wealth meant for you is circling even now. And commanded water brings it nearer. Breathe this in. You are not chasing money. Money is moving toward you. Say this softly. Money multiplies as it moves toward me. I am placed at the center of divine timing. I arrive at my wealth without delay. Drink to seal it. And now, feel how your body carries that truth. You see, your cells are mostly water. Your blood, your organs, your very life force, it is water. Which means every command you speak over water is absorbed into you at the deepest level. This is why you can't just think wealth, you must drink wealth. And when you do, timing bends, doors open, opportunities rush. Let me ask you now, are you subscribed? If not, take a moment to do it. Because this is not just content. This is a divine river we are flowing in together. And every video is another step deeper into the mystery of commanded wealth. You don't want to miss what's ahead. Subscribe now. Join this flow. Let it carry you. Because in the next step, we are going even further. We will uncover how commanded water not only multiplies and aligns, but magnetizes protection. It shields your wealth from loss, from theft, from depletion. Because what multiplies must also be preserved, and water carries that shield. Now we arrive at the shield. Because what good is wealth multiplied if it is not protected? What good is increase if it leaks out as quickly as it flows in? This is where most people struggle. They manifest, but they cannot hold. They attract, but they cannot keep. And so they live in cycles, up one moment, down the next. Prosperity, then lack. Surplus, then debt. But hear this: water not only multiplies, water protects. This is a hidden law, one that only those who walk in divine wisdom truly understand. Let me explain. Water is not just receptive, it is reflective. It does not only carry your command, it mirrors it back to you. Which means when you speak protection into your water, it becomes a shield around your finances, a reflection that bounces back anything meant to drain you. Have you ever noticed that some people lose money as fast as they gain it? A windfall comes, but expenses rise to meet it. A gift arrives, but emergencies suddenly appear. This is not random. This is unprotected wealth. But you will not walk that path. Take your water in your hands right now. Whisper into it. I do not lose. I do not lack. My money is sealed. My wealth is preserved. My increase is untouchable. Drink. Feel the shield rising around you. Now imagine this. Your money in the bank, your investments, your cash in hand, your opportunities, they are now surrounded by a living, vibrating barrier. Every attempt to deplete you bounces back. Every unseen hand that tries to take is blocked. This is not fantasy. This is commanded protection. And you will notice the signs. Suddenly, that deal that would have cost you more than it gave will fall through. That expense that could have drained you will dissolve before it arrives. That loss you thought was inevitable will reverse itself. This is water sealing your wealth. Pause for a moment and breathe this in. You are not only wealthy, you are safe. Now let me share with you a principle that has guarded the wealth of kings for centuries. Ancient rulers would speak over water before sealing their treasuries. They believed that water carried the essence of preservation, and by commanding it, their riches were untouchable by thieves, moths, rust, or decay. Even Scripture whispers of this truth. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. Sorrow comes from loss, but commanded wealth carries no loss, because you drink protection. Now here is the action I want you to take tonight. Fill a glass of water. Hold it above your money, whether it is your wallet, your purse, or your account details on your phone. Whisper these words into it. This money multiplies and cannot be touched. It grows and cannot be drained. It lives under divine protection. Drink it, seal it, release it, and then watch. Watch how unexpected expenses avoid you. Watch how the money you feared losing holds firm. Watch how your wealth stretches longer than logic can explain. This is your shield. But there is more. Because not only does water shield wealth, it shields the wealthy. You, your body, your energy, your health. For what good is money if your strength is gone? What good is abundance if you cannot enjoy it? This is why we command water for protection, not just over money, but over ourselves. Whisper this into your water. I am shielded from harm. I am preserved in health. My wealth is guarded because I am guarded. Drink, and know this: what you have done is more powerful than any lock, any alarm, any safe. Because water obeys faster than metal. Spirit shields deeper than steel. You are now walking in preservation. If this resonates, I want you to comment right now. My wealth is sealed. Because when you declare, you anchor. And when you anchor, you preserve. And your comment will not just echo in your life. It will ripple through this entire community, strengthening the shield around us all. Pause, breathe, drink again. Now let me remind you of something important. Wealth without preservation is slavery, but preserved wealth is freedom. You are not meant to live in fear of loss. You are not meant to wonder when the next downfall will strike. You are meant to live in the flow of secure increase, and commanded water is your tool. So every morning before you leave your home, drink this shield. Every night before you rest, seal your wealth again. Make this a rhythm, and you will notice. Worry dissolves, fear leaves, confidence rises, because you will know what is yours cannot be taken. Now, before we close this stack, I want to speak directly to you. If you have been walking with us and you have not subscribed yet, this is your moment. Click subscribe, because what we are building here is not just videos. It is a movement of commanded wealth, preserved riches, and divine abundance. And in the next revelation, we are going to open the mystery of water as magnet, because protection is not enough. Multiplication is not enough. You must also draw more. Water obeys as magnet, and when you command it, money does not only multiply, it comes searching for you. We now move into the magnet. Because what good is a shield without attraction? What good is preservation without expansion? You see, money not only needs to be multiplied and protected, it must be drawn. It must come to you with ease. This is the highest form of wealth, where you do not chase, you do not beg, you do not strain. Instead, money recognizes you, searches for you, and finds you. And this is where water reveals its most mystical role. Water is the universal magnet. It does not fight to attract. It simply pulls. It does not argue. It flows until everything comes to it. Watch a river. Watch the ocean. All streams, all drops, all hidden springs eventually run toward the vastness of water. So it is with you. When you command water, you command attraction. You stop chasing money, and instead, you magnetize it. Take your glass in your hands now. Whisper these words. Money finds me. Opportunities flow to me. Wealth is drawn to my presence. I am the ocean, and all streams flow into me. Drink, pause, breathe. Feel the shift, because something within you has just realigned. The energy of chasing has left. The energy of drawing has arrived. This is no small change. This is the difference between striving and receiving, between exhaustion and abundance. And now, let me give you the image that will lock this into your spirit. Imagine yourself as the ocean. Wide, vast, endless. Every stream of money, the salaries, the gifts, the opportunities, the unexpected blessings, they are all rivers. And every river knows its way to the ocean. You are not running to rivers. You are not begging for drops. You are the ocean. And the rivers, they find you. Say this softly. I am the ocean, All wealth flows to me. This is your magnetism, and it is real. Now I must pause to ask you, have you subscribed yet? Because if this truth is speaking to your spirit, this is your sign to anchor yourself here. We are building a sanctuary of divine wealth, and I don't want you missing what comes next. Click subscribe and continue this journey with us. Now, let us go deeper. There is a secret that ancient mystics knew. Water amplifies desire. Not shallow want, not fleeting wishes, true, burning, spirit-backed desire. When you whisper your longing into water, you are not just stating it. You are charging it with magnetism. The water does not simply carry your words, it sends them out, like waves that touch unseen shores. And everything carrying the vibration of your desire begins to move toward you. This is why some prayers feel unanswered. They were never charged. Words left dry often fade, but words spoken into water become alive. Now try this. Hold your water. See the desire you carry, not just money in general, but the specific stream you want to attract. A contract, a gift, a sale, a surprise. Whisper, this comes to me now. This finds me now. I am magnetic to this blessing. Drink. Now wait and watch, for it will begin to stir. And I must warn you, when you become magnetic, things will happen quickly. Do not be surprised if you find money showing up in strange places. Do not dismiss the small signs, because they are the first rivers finding their way to your ocean. That unexpected refund, that forgotten debt returned, that sudden gift from a friend, these are not accidents. They are confirmations that you are magnetic. And if you believe it, write in the comments, I am the ocean, all wealth flows to me. Anchor it publicly, and you will feel the magnet grow stronger. Now let me take you even deeper. The magnet of water is not only external, it is internal. When you drink magnetized water, you are not only attracting wealth outside of you, you are reshaping your inner vibration. Because money does not simply come to you, it comes through you. If your vibration says lack, no matter how much you call, money will slip away. But if your vibration says magnet, money cannot resist you. This is why we drink the water after speaking into it. Because the attraction must not only surround us, it must fill us. Let me give you a rhythm to do each morning. Wake. Hold your water. Whisper, I command wealth to find me today. I draw money to my presence. I am magnetic. Drink. Smile. Walk in confidence. This simple act will shift your entire day. It is not ritual for ritual's sake. It is alignment. Because remember, the universe does not respond to desperate cries. It responds to confident commands. And when you command through water, you do not just speak, you vibrate. Now, here is the mystery. Money is not truly attracted to you. It is attracted to the God vibration within you, and water amplifies that vibration. This is why the wealthy who understand spirit never chase. They magnetize. They let the rivers find them. And now, you are stepping into that same rhythm. Pause. Smile. Drink again. Because wealth is already on its way. But there is still another layer. For water not only multiplies, protects, and attracts, it also aligns. And in the next movement, I will reveal the secret of alignment through water. Because you can multiply, shield, and magnetize, but if you are not aligned, you will miss your harvest. And I promise you, What comes next will unlock a power that most will never touch. Stay with me. We have reached the law of alignment. It is here that many seekers stumble. They multiply but scatter. They shield but stagnate. They attract but misalign. And then they wonder, why do my riches slip through? Why does it not stay? Why do I feel the taste of blessing, but not the fullness of it? The answer is simple and yet profound, because attraction without alignment leads to overflow without retention. And water, mystical, obedient, ancient water, was created to solve this. Water is not only a multiplier, not only a shield, not only a magnet. It is a divine aligner. Think of it. Every stream, every drop, every current, it all aligns itself with gravity, with flow, with the pull toward the sea. Water does not resist its destiny. It does not argue. It does not delay. It flows. It aligns. So must you. Say this softly into your water. I align myself with divine order. I do not resist. I flow where my wealth is waiting. Drink. Pause. Breathe. Feel what just shifted. A quiet calm has entered, because alignment is peace. You see, misalignment is costly. You can multiply money while being misaligned, but you will waste it. You can shield money while being misaligned, but it will feel stagnant. You can attract money while being misaligned, but it will overwhelm you. Alignment is the secret that ties it all together. Let me show you. Imagine this. You are standing by a river. You scoop water with your hands, but instead of holding your hands steady, you shake them. The water spills. Not because the river is unwilling, not because the water is scarce, but because you were misaligned in how you held it. So it is with wealth. Money is not scarce. It is flowing all around you. But if your hands are trembling with doubt, with fear, with resistance, you will lose it. This is why alignment matters, and the water ritual fixes this. Because every time you hold your water and say, I flow where my wealth is waiting, you are stabilizing your hands. You are saying, I will not shake. I will not resist. I will not fight the flow. I align. This is not weakness. This is strength. For even the most powerful ocean waves are aligned. And I must pause here and invite you. If these words are stirring your spirit, do not let this be the last time we meet. Subscribe now, because there are truths yet to be revealed, and they are reserved for those who stay aligned with this flow. Now listen closely. Alignment has a twin, obedience. Water teaches this perfectly. Have you noticed how water never disobeys? It never says, I will flow upward. It obeys the law of gravity, the pull of flow, the alignment of current, and in its obedience, it becomes unstoppable. When you align with divine order, you stop fighting currents that were never yours. You stop chasing rivers that were never meant to flow toward you. You obey, you align, you flow. And in doing so, you save years. Think of how many years people waste chasing money that was never aligned with them, businesses they hate, jobs that drain, partnerships that suffocate, misalignment. But when you command water to align you, those false currents dry up. You are guided only to streams meant for you. Now let me give you the daily alignment ritual. Take your glass of water in the morning. Say softly, I align with divine wealth. I flow where the blessing is waiting. I do not resist. Drink. At noon, do the same. Even if it is only a sip. Whisper. I align, I obey, I flow. At night, before bed, once more. Whisper into your water. All that is mine flows to me. All that is not mine flows away. Drink. Rest. Do this for 7 days. Watch how people, places, and problems that are misaligned will begin to move away. Do not chase them. Let them go. Because in their place, new currents will come. Streams that lead to oceans, wealth that stays. Say it now aloud. I align, I obey, I flow. Type it in the comments as well. Anchor it here, and others will see and echo your declaration. And when 2 or 3 agree, alignment becomes unshakable. And let me tell you this mystery. You do not have to push water to the ocean. It already knows its way. So too does your wealth. You do not have to strain, to break, to beg. You only have to align, and water will carry you. Now, as we move deeper, I will show you the final face of water. For it not only multiplies, shields, attracts, and aligns. It transforms. And transformation is where true wealth is born. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear may alter not only your finances, but your entire identity. We have reached the deepest current, the transformation current. And I must tell you, this is the greatest secret of all. Because to multiply, to shield, to attract, even to align, is powerful. But without transformation, you will always return to your old limits. Have you ever noticed? People receive money, they gain abundance. But months later, they are back where they started. Why? And the outer reflected it. That is why water was chosen by God as the element of transformation. Water baptizes. Water cleanses. Water renews. It is not merely liquid. It is rebirth. Think of it. When the prophets baptized, they did not use gold. They did not use fire. They used water. Because water is transformation. And this, beloved soul, is the final law. If you want wealth to last, you must transform into the kind of person who can hold it. And here is the beauty. You do not need to do this alone. Water will do it with you. Take your glass. Look at it now, not as a drink, but as a mirror. Say aloud into it, I am transformed into one who attracts and keeps wealth. I am reborn into divine prosperity. I am not who I was. Drink, slowly, pause, feel the shift. For in that moment, you have stepped into a new identity. Say it again, I am not who I was, because transformation is not gradual, it is instant. Just as water shifts from liquid to vapor in a flash of heat, so too can your identity shift in a flash of revelation. And this is why many never rise higher. They try to patch old skins with new blessings, but the old cannot hold the new. Transformation makes you new. Now, let me give you the transformational water ritual. At dawn, before speaking to anyone, hold your water. Whisper, I am transformed into wealth. My very being attracts abundance. Drink. At midday, before you take a meal, hold your water. Whisper, I am renewed. I walk in prosperity. Drink. At night, before bed, whisper into your water. I am no longer who I was. I am a magnet for divine riches. drink, rest. Do this for 7 nights, but listen carefully. As you do, watch how old habits, old thoughts, old fears begin to rise. Do not fight them. Let water wash them away. Because the you that you are becoming has no need of them. Now, let me pause here and invite you. If these mysteries are awakening something in you, then stay close. Do not drift away when we have more currents to uncover. Subscribe now, and you will not miss what is waiting in the next flow. And I ask you, from spirit to spirit, what transformation are you stepping into? Declare it in the comments. Anchor it here. Say, I am not who I was. Type it boldly, for your declaration becomes a seal. Now hear me. When you are transformed, money is not your goal. It is your servant. When you are transformed, wealth is not a burden. It is your natural state. When you are transformed, riches do not come and go. They remain, for they have found a new vessel worthy to hold them. You are that vessel. Say it aloud one last time. I am transformed. I am renewed. I am wealth made manifest. And as you drink, remember, water has carried empires. Water has shaped continents. Water has birthed civilizations. And now, it carries you, transformed, reborn, wealthy in spirit, wealthy in truth, wealthy in form. This is the final law, the law of transformation, and it is yours. Go now and live it.